brought to you by CCT.
A pleasant good day, viewers, Virgin Islanders, and friends and residents all across the region. Joining me today via Zoom is the Director of the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, Mrs. Brenda Lettsome. Mrs. Lettsome, welcome to 284 News.
Thank you very much. I'm so pleased to be here.
Absolutely. COVID-19, with all the negative attributes that it has presented, believe it or not, it has actually presented some positive initiatives. And one of those is the ability for our young people across the Virgin Islands to showcase their talents, no matter in what form, via the internet. Tell us about the platform that you think this has presented to the young people in the Virgin Islands.
Well, in a recent video reaching out to my young people in the Virgin Islands, I mentioned the fact that we are now in the situation we find ourselves in, and in order to communicate with each other, in order to educate, in order to stay in touch and on top of what's happening, we have to use social media. And who better equipped to use social media than our young people? You know, we joke that they're born using the phone, the smartphones and everything else. But seriously, they understand how to use it. They understand the potential of it. They understand the many different platforms. And I think that this is an opportunity for us to tap into their talents, into their knowledge, to assist us in many different ways, assist us in better communication, assist us in uplifting. And, you know, it's a very stressful time.
Indeed.
Assisting each other and keeping each other uplifted, and also sharing the talents, the creative skills and talents that they have. I think it is, as you said, out of COVID-19 has come this unique and unprecedented opportunity for our young people to showcase who they are.
You have spoke to the positive and the uplifting of spirits. Is there any particular thus far that has captured your attention that excites you as Director of Youth Affairs and Sports?
Well, several. We have, and I have to get her name right, Miss Felicia Fenton Tong.
Yes, you said it right.
Fenton.
Yes, Tom Fenton.
Tom Fenton. She has been assisting our lovely young ladies who go to the hairdressers regularly, but we're all on shutdown.
Right.
You know, we can't go anywhere. We can't get the nails done. We can't get the hair done. So she has taken the initiative to teach skills to the young ladies out there who need those skills, who need to, you know, we all want to look good. And I think it's brilliant. She has brought her craft to her clients. Likewise, Miss Tara K. Stout, she is an awesome, she's an awesome cook, a young, talented chef extraordinaire. And she has taken it upon herself to teach Virgin Islands dishes.
Yes.
Online. It's us, Virgin Islands made. You know, those are our recipes. Yes, the pea soup with the milk and sugar. It's all
of
there.
Of course. Not forgetting the fish and mayonnaise sauce.
Exactly. She has done a tremendous job. I saw her, she was doing some seasoned rice the other day. It seems simple, but it is actually profound in its own way because there's a much wider audience. The Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, our Easter program on the ground was supposed to be teaching Virgin Islands food. And here it is that she has transitioned online, and we're actually going to reach out with her to help us put together a summer program, to be a part of our summer program. Since we can't do it for Easter, we're shifting it to the summer, you know, but we recognize the need for us to carry on our Virgin Islands traditions, and food was one of them. And here it is, you know, great minds think alike. So that was another one. And of course, there are no words to describe the one and only Mr. Brent Hoyt.
Of course.
and his praise party. And Brent has been working with the department for some time. He was our face of the organization for many years. He is our musical director for the Gen Y Factor, the genius behind the music. And of course, I caught a part of his praise party. I didn't catch all of it. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's Brent. He's doing his thing, you know, the energy, the excitement. And as I said, if you did not find a reason to praise God at the end of that, I don't know, because it was all about giving praise, you know. But here are three completely different genres of persons using their skills and their talents to share, to uplift, to help us through this period. You know, and there are only three. There are lots more, I'm sure.
Now, encouraging your appeal to other young people to come and showcase their talents, what encouragement? Because as easy as it might seem, and of course, a lot of them might be apprehensive, it's a very vulnerable place to be, coming in front of the world and sharing your gifts and talents. What encouragement specifically would you give to those who are a bit shy or timid or not confident enough in their craft?
Okay, I would say that, and I'll preface it to say that we understand that not everybody will be immediately comfortable with doing this and just throwing this out there. We are willing, if you send us the videos, we will vet them, help you package
Wonderful.
them, and send them back up. We are online, DYAS, BVI, all caps, Facebook, send it to us, send it by messenger. But we actually, in the department, have looked at specific things that they can do in order so everybody's not flooding it all at the same time. And I think you noticed online we have our very, very first one, which is our rap.
Yes, a rap battle coming up.
Our quarantine rap battle, which starts next Friday. So you have a week.
Awesome.
You know, we have a week to get it together, and it's in phases, and so we have battle offs, and we're going to put on the instructions online soon. But
Okay.
it's basically you're going to start with a 12 persons and narrow it down battle by battle to the last three, I think. Since it's online, we can have three, and then the winner will come out of that. But we are refining the flyer to send out the instructions, the rules and regulations, and I am excited about that because you know we have some very talented
Indeed.
rappers, singers out there. So I'm really curious to see what they come up with. But that is just one example. We've been thinking of ways to reach the various talented persons. We're looking at people who we're reaching out to, young people who have like workout. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the typical gym workout. It could be for those who are preparing for, say they're on the soccer team, they're track and field, and they still need to keep active and they still need to keep in shape. So we're reaching out to those persons to help us. We're calling them tutorials, but they're probably more infomercial exercise,
Right.
you know, whatever. We're also looking out to, this one is we're very excited about. We have a lot, not only the rappers, but we have a lot of talented young persons in the music industry. They're engineers, they mix music, they create beats, they do that sort of work. We're going to be reaching out to them specifically as well. And again, we're going to be using our young people in the community who already are versed and well known for these. And I can give you two names we're looking at. We're looking at Charbin and Rakim. These are names out there that where they do this work. We're reaching out to them to help us put together something for our other young talented. They're at home, they're online, you know, they're on the different platforms, but to get them to use that time to do something creative and share.
Now, you mentioned a lot about talented singers. We would not forget, of course, that prior to COVID-19, we were supposed to be beginning the audition process for the highly anticipated Gen Y Factor. Tell me about that. Are persons sending audition tapes in? What is the take on moving forward with the auditions and Gen Y Factor? Because the general public, I'll tell you, the residents of the territory, we're definitely looking forward to it. So tell us about that.
Well, I am very pleased to say that we were able to complete our auditions before the COVID-19 lockdown.
Okay.
So we managed to get it right under the wire. We had the auditions in person, as we always do, and we do have our semifinalists. Now, at this point, our semifinalists do not know who they are.
Okay.
This is where we go to social media now because we're packaging our reveal. So next week we will reveal who our semifinalists are.
Can you tell me how many semifinalists we have?
Yes, we will have 11 semifinalists.
11 semifinalists, and they don't know who they are.
Six schools and 11 semifinalists. Let me see if I have that information right in front of me. We don't. But we have 2 schools represented on Virgin Gorda.
Wonderful.
And we have 4 schools represented on Tortola, including the East Lively South Community College.
So I am happy, very happy, and I'm sure the general public will be happy to know that Gen Y Factor is still moving, and
It's still moving.
very shortly, we're going to be able to know who exactly these 11 semifinalists are. That's
You will.
amazing. So the rap battle, definitely, that's coming out next week. Guidelines and how persons can sign up and get involved will be coming out subsequently. We're going to be expecting that. Mrs. Lettsome, before we go, I want you to leave the general public, particularly the youth of this territory, with some closing words as it pertains to seizing the moment and taking advantage of every opportunity that presents itself that could help them to propel forward.
Yes. Besides being talented, there is so much information that's on the internet right now. There's so many programs, tutorials that are now free. They are free of charge.
Yes.
Because of the COVID situation. So if you wanted to learn about, again, engineering, there are courses online, absolutely free. So I encourage our young people, use this time productively. Yes, I know I was reminded yesterday that they're still in school and they still have all this stuff to do, but you need a balance in life. So not only you do your work, which is your school work, you can also be balanced that with some creative activity. And learning for pleasure is not the same as having to learn because you're in school.
Very true.
So it's a different kind of experience. So I encourage them, while these programs, I've seen museums, tours of museums, concerts for free, tutorials for free, master classes for free. Take this time and tap into all of these. They're free. Develop your mind, develop your skill, develop yourself. And along with that, take some of this time to go inward. Take some time to be quiet and ask yourself what this all means, and find a way to be grateful. I must give props to my former employee, Mr. Pete Smith, who every morning has been doing a live about gratitude. Wow. Being grateful in all things. 8 o'clock every morning, he's been live from day one of the shutdown, encouraging us to find ways to be grateful. And I would like to encourage our young people, there is always something to be thankful for. So in the midst of all of this, there are many, many, many silver linings. There are many opportunities, and I encourage you. Now, it would be remiss of me as the director if I did not encourage my young people to please follow the rules. Stay home. Stay safe. The longer people buck the rules, the longer we will be in lockdown. I don't know about you. I love my home. I live in Smuggler's Cove. I like to see every day, okay? But I have been home every day since the lockdown. I wouldn't mind taking a drive into town at this point, but seriously, I've been speaking with my colleagues in the Caribbean who the young people are not listening at all. And I felt gratified that I can say, as far as I know, our young people are. So I'm encouraging you to continue to follow the rules. It's all for our safety. It's not just you, it's you keep me safe, I'll keep you safe. And together we will get through this.
Definitely and absolutely. It still takes a village to raise a child, and it's important that we continue to encourage our youth in the territory to not only explore avenues of talent, but to do the right thing. So we appreciate your time.
Do the right thing.
Thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.